Why now? Why choose this point in my life to write my memoir? Well, because like most of the things I've done in my life, it feels right. But it's more complicated than that. As far back as 2008, when I joined the Peace Corps at 53, people began telling me I should write about my journey. Why? Maybe because almost 20 years before that, I decided to live the life I had kept buried deep inside of me and returned to school to get my master's in theater. But had my life been unique enough that people would want to read about it? I didn't think so. I mean, returning to school at 37 wouldn't have raised any eyebrows even in my own family. My mother, a registered nurse, returned to school to get her bachelor's degree in public health administration at 47, all while working full time and driving 60 plus miles to class each week, which was held in a Chicago suburb. She graduated at 49 in 1977. That was the same year I graduated with my bachelor's degree. I think the most interesting thing about all of this is that my mom's achievement influenced me more than 10 years later. It was never too late to try to improve oneself. After the Peace Corps, I moved to China to teach English. I intended to stay 2 years. I stayed 5, mostly because of the proximity to countries that I knew I would never be this close to ever again. Yeah? And they were cheaper than China. So I spent each Spring Festival break traveling around Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, all kinds of countries. It was wonderful. I also loved my students, 90% of them anyway. Chinese food is still my favorite, although I rarely taste the quality today that I did there. And my traveling allowed me to become more worldly than I ever imagined. As my life abroad extended, I heard more requests to write about it. They fell on deaf ears. Beyond my belief that my story wasn't so unique, a personal reason kept me from starting the project. Fear of writing. Now, that may sound crazy, coming from a guy who'd been a writer for more than 20 years by 2015. But at that time, I'd written stage plays almost exclusively. The novel I wanted to write when I was 25, not a word of it had ever been written. I still wasn't ready, and I didn't think about it much until earlier this year, 2025.